Hey Archery Talk, this is Lucas, and the big brown truck has dropped off 2 boxes of goodness from the folks at Prime Archery. I've got the new Prime Black 3 and the Prime Black 9. I'm going to figure I'd share my first look at both these bows with you. I'm going to start with the 3, mostly because I'm excited about the color. I ordered this one with the grizzly brown, and I really want to see it in person. So let me break out my trusty blade and get to work here. All right. Box there for a minute. Yeah, that riser looks just insane. It's like a dark chocolate brown. I don't know how well it comes off on camera, but in person, that looks oh so nice. I'm just gonna take off the cam and limb protectors here. And then this bow will kind of give you a quick rundown on specs if you don't know. It's a 33-inch ATA, a 6.5-inch brace height. Draw lengths go from 25.5 to 31 inches. And I believe this one has an IBO rating of 337 feet per second. I ordered these ones with 70-pound limbs. And if you didn't know, this is the first year that Prime has done a rotating draw length module. So last year these draw lengths were cam specific on the Logic series, and now you can you don't have to worry about that so much. You can kind of pick and choose your draw length and just change it without a bow press. The only changes beyond that that you might notice off the bat are there's no more limb stop option, which is not a big deal for me. I always preferred a cable stop anyway. I just liked a little bit of give myself. So there's just the cable stop option on these, which is still a fairly stiff wall. Obviously a little bit different than the limb stop, but that's my preference anyway. Again, this is a little bit of a new look this year. Same idea, of course, as they've had in previous years. And God, that kind of chocolate grizzly brown, or what they're calling it, just looks spectacular in person. I'm looking forward to playing around with this bow. Just got to figure out what sight I want to put on it, and then I'll get to work shooting it very soon. Let's have a look at bow number 2. So, back to the trusty knife from the fine people at North Arms in Canada, the Skaha 2, my favorite knife by far. And let's hop into this box. And I can't recall the color. This one is called Boulder Gray. I've had a gray bow from Prime in the past. The very first bow I ever borrowed from Prime was gray. So again, this is also, again, just a solid looking bow. This is a little bit of a lighter gray than any one I've had from Prime in the past. And yeah, the Black 9, as you might expect, here I'm going to take off let's take off the plastic before we talk too much. Distract y'all. So yeah, the Prime Black 9 is a 39-inch axle-to-axle bow. It's got a 7-inch brace height, an IBO rated speed of 325 feet per second. And I got this one coming in at 60 pounds, which is kind of set up for target bows for me. Yeah, I've been looking forward to this one. I really liked the CT9 I shot last year for target. It was my favorite target bow of the year I shot, in fact. The only quibble I had with it really is that I couldn't get my holding weight just right. Because they were draw length specific cams, I ordered my usual, which was 29.5 inches. But at that length, the stock let off was 80%. That was just a little bit too much let off for me. So this year, I'll probably set this thing at 30 inches and then bring in the draw stop so I can tighten in my let off. So I'll probably end up at about 29 3/4 inches of draw length, but I can bring the let off down to about 70%. I think I'm going to like that a lot better. But I am really looking forward to playing with this bow and just seeing how much more I like it with the let off better suited to me. So I get the draw length I want and the let off I want. That's a real bonus of having those rotating draw length modules. Yeah, the lower stabilizer mount bushing there looks a little bit different than it has in the past. So I'll give that a try and let you guys know what that feels like. Both the bushings look different, in fact, if I recall. I've had to return it, the old one, so I don't have it here for comparison's sake. But it definitely feels It feels a little different. But this color also looks really nice. Oh, one thing I wanted to do was weigh them. I always forget to do that. I've got my trusty Last Chance Archery scale here, and I'll put these both on the scale and we'll see what we come in at. The Black 9 is supposed to weigh 4.7 pounds. So I'm just going to put it on here and we'll see how close that comes to being the case. And this one's coming in, I got 4.98 pounds bare, which is, again, not abnormal for a target bow. And I should do I'll do the hunting bow real quick. And this one was listed at 4.4 pounds from the factory. And we'll check and see what that looks like for me here. And this one's coming in at 4.75 pounds. So there you have it, 4.75 bare and just about under 5 pounds bare for the 9. So that's about it, Archery Talk for now. I'll be setting these up shortly, and I'll do some kind of early impressions reviews to tide us all over until I do the final ones in the late spring and early summer. So thanks so much for watching. If you can, please like, share, and subscribe. It really does help the channel an awful lot.